Hello friends, today's lecture we are discussing what is a restriction endonucleases, its types and its application. Today's point to be discussed, restriction endonucleases, what is a restriction endonucleases, its types and its application. Next. So we are already small introduced what is the restriction endonuclease, but is our this lecture we are discussing the complete details of what is a restriction endonuclease. So what we know about the enzymes. Enzyme is a biocatalyst which increases the rate of the reaction without affecting that molecules. Okay. Restriction endonuclease. Name is as simple as restriction means restrict to their site. Okay. Endonucleases means endo means inside and nucleases means the cleavage. It is a simple meaning of what is a restriction endonucleases. That is these enzymes it can be using for the cleavaging of the DNA strand. But in what is cleavaging? Cleavaging in the inside of this DNA strand. So it is known as a endonucleases. It is cleavaging the inside of DNA. Okay. So restriction endonucleases it is present in the bacteria. Which purposes it is present in the bacteria? Because it is a protecting from to the another viral attack. We know the various viruses can be, these are the animal viruses also, that is the plant viruses also, human viruses also. These are the also type of the bacterial viruses also available in nature. In this type you know the we are already studying the virology paper the bacteria. It is some viruses are attack to the bacteria and then can be replicate in this the host cell and then can be bursted out or the rupture of that the host. So in this the bacteria they can be adapting the some type of the restriction enzyme. The viruses DNA is enter into the host cell. This type the restriction enzymes work out and then can be disrupt that the DNA and that is the prevent to the attack of this viral infection. Okay, this purpose is the bacteria can be adapted to the restriction enzymes. The restriction enzyme is also known as a molecular scissor because the scissor it is a scissor चा काम असतो cleavage. This is the same type of the effect of that the restriction endonucleases, but is a cleavage occur in the inside of that DNA strand. Next, discovery of this restriction enzymes. So first this is the restriction enzyme originated from the study the Phage lambda. Okay, it is the first study in the Phage lambda in 1960 was shown by the Werner Erber and the Martin Mezenses, but it is a study only in the type first restriction enzyme. The scientists Werner Erber and the Martin Mezenses he was study only the type first restriction enzymes. Then to the another in the year the 1970 Helmut O. Smith and the Thomas Kelly he was studying the second type of the restriction enzyme in the species Hind 3 from the bacteria. It is a Haemophilus influenza. So the type second restriction enzyme it is a first isolated from the Haemophilus influenza. Then to the for this work, so the Helmut and the O. Smith and Thomas Kelly works he was getting the in the 1970 Nobel Prize for the physiology or the medicine. Okay, it is a discovery of the restriction enzymes. Next, there are the mainly three types of the restriction enzymes. Types first restriction endonucleases, type second restriction endonucleases, type third restriction endonucleases. These are the mainly three types of the restriction endonucleases. That is difference is between is that they can be recognizing restriction and the methylase activity is different. Okay, so we are discussing in detail in the next slides. Categorization of the restriction enzyme. There are the categorizing for the restriction enzymes. It is depends upon their composition. Enzyme cofactor requirements. We know the heard about the cofactor. It is a non-protein components and it is the interact with the enzyme to enhance its activity or its function. One another remaining thing is that the coenzyme. Coenzyme is also one of the important to the enzyme. So the difference between the cofactor and the coenzyme, it is like a coenzyme, it is also important role into the electron transportation. Okay, but is a cofactor, it is attached to the specific site recognition purposes. It is important. Okay, the nature. Then the another categorization is that the nature of the target sequences. Okay, it is the restriction cleavage, it is also depends upon their target sequences of that DNA. Okay, and next is the position of their DNA cleavages relative to the target sequences. What is it? Position, it is also important. The enzyme we are already discussed. The enzymes is the main, it is the three important features, that is the recognition, restriction, and the methylation. So firstly it is recognizing, then to the restrict, and this also works in the methylation. These are the these enzymes are also some subunits. Okay, so we are discussing in our next slides. How the restriction endonucleases works. Okay, the restriction we are already discussed. Restriction endonuclease, it is can be cleavaging that the DNA. So which type of the cutting? So it is producing the two types of the cutting, that is a blunt end and the sticky end. What is blunt end? You are observing in this the figure, that is a blunt end, means it's cutting the producing the same type of the cleavage in the both stand. Okay, in the sticky ends, it is a overhang type of this cleavage can be occur. You are see in this the letter, that is a cohesive ends. That is the sticky ends means the, or it is also known as a cohesive ends. And one another thing is that the sticky ends means it generate the palindromic sequences. Okay, we know the already study in the molecular biology what is a palindromic sequences, means is the exact true in the both side of the same copies, same sequence, it is known as a palindromic sequences. You are clearly see in this the slide. Okay, what is a blunt end, what is a sticky end? It is can work in the two types, that is cutting in a cleavaging is a two types, like the generate the blunt end or the sticky end. It is depends upon the types of restriction enzymes. So some enzyme generating the blunt end, some enzyme types that is generating the sticky ends. Okay, next. Type first restriction endonucleases. We are already discussed that there are the three main types of the restriction endonucleases. So firstly we are studying the restriction first type of the restriction endonucleases. So restriction enzyme first, it is a complex endonuclease, have the recognition sequence, it is a 15 base pairs. So it is can be recognizing. So we are already discussed there are the three main functions, recognition, restriction, and the endonuclease and methylase. It is recognizing the 15 base pair sequences, then cleave the DNA about the 10 base pairs away from the 5 end. Okay, it is can be recognizing, it is can be recognizing the 50 sequences and can be cleave the DNA about the 5 end of the 100 base pairs away. Okay, the type first restriction we are also discussing the our before slides. It is also characterization. Okay, you are remembering that the characterization point is required the cofactor. So it is also required the magnesium, it is a cofactor, and it is required the ATP for the electron transportation or the energy generating process of that enzyme. Okay, the restriction enzyme, it is also carry out the methylase activity in the DNA sequences at the site of recognition. So it is also carry out the plus activity, that is a methylation. We are already discussed what is a methylation. Methylation means it can be repress the gene expression. Okay, so it is carry out the methylation also. Which site? The recognition site. The restriction enzyme, it is also translocate the DNA sequence. It is enzymes first, it is can be translocate. Translocate means the movement. So it is can be movement the restricted site. For which purposes? For the cleavage purposes. Next, type second restriction endonuclease, that is it is also required the magnesium ion as a cofactor. Okay, and it is one of the important remaining thing of the restriction type second endonuclease. It can be generate the palindromic sequences. It is cleavage occur and it is produce the sticky ends. We are already discussed what is the sticky ends, means it generate the sticky ends and it is contain the overhang sequences or the palindromic sequences. And one of the remaining thing is that it can be remarkably stable and induce the cleavage either in the most cases without outside the recognition sequences. Okay, it can be within or the outside of the recognition. Cleavage can be occur within or the outside of the recognition sequences which are symmetrical. That reason is that produce the palindromic sequences, overhang sequences, or the sticky ends. It generate the sticky ends. In the restriction first type, it is can be generate the blunt end. Okay, next. So restriction enzyme we are already discussed. It is first isolated in the HindIII in 1970. Okay. So restriction endonuclease are used in a mainly the restriction type second endonuclease. It is using in a restriction mapping and gene cloning. Okay, because of its cleavage only at a specific site. Type third restriction endonucleases. Type third restriction enzymes can be generate the two different types of cut. It depending on their cut, whether they cut both strands and the center of the recognition sequences. It is a main feature of this restriction endonucleases third. So it generates the blunt end with a no nucleotides overhang. It is generate the blunt end, but it cannot produce the overhang sequences. Like in restriction type second, it generate the overhang sequences. Okay, but it generate the non-overhang nucleotide. The later, it is also generate the sticky ends. Main of the feature is that the restriction type first is generate the blunt end, type second generate the sticky ends. But in this the restriction third type of the endonuclease, it can be generate the both types of the cleavage, like the sticky ends also or the cohesive ends are also produced in the type third restriction endonucleases cleavage. So we are already discussed. सो नॉमेनक्लेचर ऑफ द रिस्ट्रिक्शन इज बघतो ना आपण एखाद्या प्रकारचं इको R1 HINT3 BAM H1 सो असे जे नाव दिलेले असतात ते कशामुळे त्यांच्यावर नाव दिलेले असतात विच इज आफ्टर बॅक्टेरिया विच प्रोड्यूस देम. ओके, सो सिम्पली एक्झाम्पल घेऊत आपण इको R1 रेस्ट्रिक्शन इन्झाईम्स म्हणतो ना आपण. तर ई मीन्स इट इज स्टँड फॉर इश्चरेशिया, जीनस इज इश्चरेशिया अँड CO means the species is coli and the strain is R and the order of the isolated is the first and it is the next is the recognition sequences. It is त्याचा नॉमेनक्लेचर कसा केलेला असतो. इको R1 मीन्स आपण पाहतोय की जीनस स्पेसिस स्ट्रेन ऑर्डर. तर दिस टाइप ऑफ दिस नॉमेनक्लेचर ऑफ दिस रेस्ट्रिक्शन इन्झाईम. त्याच प्रकारे आहे HINT3 इन द हिमोफिलस इन्फ्लुएंजा डी स्ट्रेन टाइप थर्ड. ओके, टाइप थर्ड ऑर्डर ऑफ द आइसोलेटेड टाइप थर्ड. ओके, BAM H1 Bacillus amylo strain H and the order of the isolated I, and these are the recognition site. So it is a property of overview of the distinguish between the three enzymes. Nature of the enzymes, it is carries the endonucleases and the methylase activity, and the second is also same endonuclease and the methylase activity. Third is also same endonuclease and the plus methylase activity. And the protein structure, it contains the three different subunit. So type second is contain the two identical subunit and the type second are contain the two different subunits. Okay, in this the first there are the three recognition, restriction, methylation. There are the three different subunits, but in this the type second there are the two identical subunits. Okay, म्हणजे त्या दोन identical subunit मध्ये three activity होणार, restriction, recognition and the methylation. And is the type second type third मध्ये there are the two different subunits because in these the two different subunits त्याच्यातले जे दोन डिफरंट सबयुनिट्स ते एक जे युनिट आहे ते रिकॉग्नायझेशन करणार आणि दुसरे जे युनिट आहे ते रिस्ट्रिक्शन प्लस मिथायलेशन ॲक्टिव्हिटी करणार. ओके, next is a restriction requirement. Okay, we are already discussed the characterization. In this the process they are required the some cofactors. Okay, so it require the type first, it is required the ATP for energy generating process like the Mg+2 or the S adenosine methionase, it is act as a cofactor. In this the type second, it is only required the magnesium ion for this act as a cofactor, and this type third it requires the ATP plus magnesium factor. Next point is a cleavage site. It is a random up to the 100 base pairs away from the restriction site. Okay, and this the type second is a specific feature for the cleavage site is the 80 reach or the near the restriction site. Type third is a 24 to the 26 base pairs of the 3 to the restriction site. So main feature is the in this the type first it is a 100 base 1000 base pairs away, and the type third is a 24 to 26 base pairs of away. In the first that is a 5 एंडच्या नंतरचे सिक्वेन्स कट होणार आहेत. इथे द टाईप थर्डमध्ये 3 एंडच्या नंतरचे 24 to 26 बेस पेअर्स आले. बट इन द टाईप थर्ड टाईप सेकंड इट्स कटिंग द 80 रिच और द नियर टू द रेस्ट्रिक्शन सिक्वेन्सेस. ओके, दॅट इज एक्झाम्पल्स आहेत टाईप फर्स्टचे इको बी, जसे की टाईप सेकंडमधलं आहे इको R1, जसे की टाईप थर्ड आहे इको PM. Application, these are the applications of the restriction enzyme. They are so which purposes we are isolating the restriction enzyme, these are the various applications. Okay, so in the we are heard about the enzyme, the enzymes are the always helpful for us. Okay, they are some of the applications. They are used in a gene cloning. ओके, these are the using जीन क्लोनिंग प्रोसेस. सपोज आपल्याला एखादं जीन क्लोन करायचं असेल, एखादं इंडस्ट्रियल इम्पॉर्टंट जीन आहे, त्याचा प्रोडक्ट जे बनणार आहे ते आपल्यासाठी इम्पॉर्टंट असेल, तर आपण काय करणार, त्या जीनची क्लोनिंग करणार. अँड दिस द क्लोनिंग प्रोसेसेस वी आर युझिंग द रिस्ट्रिक्शन एन्झाईम फॉर द क्लिवेजिंग पर्पजेस. सपोज इन द DNA स्टँड ओनली द 2 to 3 सिक्वेन्स दॅट इज द कोडिंग फॉर दॅट जीन. सो आपल्याला ते 2 ते 3 जे सिक्वेन्सचे जे जीन कोडिंग सिक्वेन्स आहेत तो आयसोलेट करण्यासाठी आपल्याला काय करायला, रिस्ट्रिक्शन एन्झाईमचा यूज करावा लागेल. Okay, restriction enzymes are also used in a biotechnology to cut the DNA into the smaller strand in order to study the fragment length different among the individuals. It is also using in for the DNA fingerprinting also or the restriction fragment length polymorphism also. Okay, हे आपल्याला आहे पुढे टेक्निक्स RFLP RAP वगैरे जे आहे ते आपल्याला डिटेलमध्ये आहे, पण एवढं लक्षात घ्या की हे आपल्याला जे आहेत की ते याच्यासाठी यूज करतो. And the next is each of these methods depends on the uses of the agar gel electrophoresis. So कशासाठी आपण यूज करतो, रिस्ट्रिक्शन एन्झाईम ऑल्सो यूज करतो agarase gel electrophoresis फॉर देअर सेपरेशन ऑफ DNA फ्रॅगमेंट अकॉर्डिंग टू मॉलिक्युलर साईज. DNA जेल इलेक्ट्रोफोरेसिसमध्ये काय करतो, सेपरेशन ऑफ DNA अकॉर्डिंग टू द मॉलिक्युलर बेसिस. ओके, डिफरंट वेज द मॅनिप्युलेशन ऑफ द DNA सच ॲज द क्रिएशन ऑफ द रिकॉम्बिनंट DNA साठी पण आपण याचा यूज करू शकतो. समजा एखादा जीन एखाद्या ऑर्गॅनिझममध्ये असेल, तो जीन आपल्याला दुसऱ्या ऑर्गॅनिझममध्ये असेल, तर काय करणार, आपल्याला फर्स्टली तो क्लिवेज करणार त्या ऑर्गॅनिझममधून, मग आपल्याला जे आपलं जे डोनर ऑर्गॅनिझम जे ॲडॅप्टर ऑर्गॅनिझम आहे तो त्याच्यामध्ये टाकण्यासाठी पण आपल्याला काय करतो, रिस्ट्रिक्शन एन्झाईमचा यूज आपण करू शकतो. अलाउज फॉर द लार्ज स्केल प्रोडक्शन ऑफ द ह्युमन इन्सुलिन. So in the using the E. coli nowadays we are know the various person are the affecting from the diabetes. So त्याच्यासाठी काय असतं, इन्सुलिनमुळेच तर काय होतं, डायबिटीज हा डिसीज होतो. तर त्याच्यामुळे आपण काय करणार, हे आर्टिफिशियली जे ऑर्गॅनिझम जे की आपल्यामध्ये इन्सुलिन करणारं जीन असेल किंवा एखादा ॲनिमल्समध्ये असेल, तर तो जीन आपण काय करणार, युझिंग इन ई कोलामध्ये ट्रान्सफर करणार, म्हणजे तो जीन तिथून आयसोलेट करणार, म्हणजे क्लिवेज करणार तिथून त्या आर्टिफिशियली आयसोलेट करून ते काय करणार आपण ई कोलामध्ये टाकणार. बिकॉज ऑफ द बॅक्टेरिया इट इज रिप्लिकेट फास्ट दॅन टू द अदर ऑर्गॅनिझम. त्याच्यामुळे आपल्याला काय होणार, प्रोडक्ट जास्त भेटणार. ओके, वॅक्सिनमध्ये पण आपण यूज करू शकतो, हेपॅटायटिस B आणि HP वॅक्सिनसुद्धामध्ये. सो इट इज क्लोनिंग द DNA molecule, studying the nuclear, and it is also useful in the nucleotide sequences, studying of the nucleotide sequences. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. I think this is the lecture to your mind, it is a clearing that what is a restriction enzymes, it is the types and that is a application. So it is an important enzyme in the molecular biology. Okay, so next lecture we are studying the next point or the next enzyme. Thank you.